Well, the good news is the good news of the kingdom. And that's quite clear from the Gospels, that the gospel, which means good news, but it's good news of the kingdom. It's the gospel of the kingdom, which Jesus said is right here, but also coming. And of course, we have so much difficulty living with that tension that the kingdom has come, but it hasn't fully come and will come fully one day. And I think Scripture would teach that it will come fully when Christ comes again.
Yes.
So to say that the gospel is the gospel of the kingdom is really important because, of course, it does involve being made into right relationships with God, peace with God. Justification by faith was Paul's way of explaining this miracle of access to God and acceptance with God and being made right with God. So that's wonderful, wonderful good news that Christ, through his death on the cross, has made it possible for us to come to him just as we are with no other plea except that his blood was shed for us. But that's not all there is to the gospel. Yeah, the gospel of the kingdom also means the saving, dynamic, transforming rule of God in every area of life and creation. So to announce that gospel is also to call people to join God in his work of bringing transformation to every dimension of life. Now that changes evangelism too, because evangelism isn't just getting people to be born again and to have, quote, their souls saved, but it's concerned really with the transformation of persons and even of society and structures.
Yeah.
So evangelism then is a much more weighty involvement in the work of God in bringing this transformation to the world. I'm terribly sorry that evangelism and social justice have been pitted against each other, when in fact the kingdom is the thing that integrates them. The center of kingdom life is the renewal of persons so that they are alive in God. But the kingdom is far more extensive than that. It includes the transformation of the world, or as my friend Paul Marshall put it, the extent of redemption is the same as the extent of creation. So that God is in the business of bringing his rule into every aspect of life: politics, aesthetics, education, social relations, economics. And that's what the kingdom is. It is the rule of the sovereign and the response of the people.